Hi, my name is Jerome Wagendorp, Department of Geography and Sustainable Planning at Grand Valley State. Summer 2020, taking the study abroad experience online. The summer study abroad 2020 was approved February 1st and canceled March 19th. So students needed the hours to graduate, so what to do now? So it was approved the 1st of February, and the idea came to try and generate a substitute online, virtual study abroad online. With the objective to make it as an authentic as possible study abroad without travel to the Netherlands itself. Of course, these are the limitations. If you're not there, you don't have the direct sensations across the board from a traditional study abroad. By the way, this presentation is also on YouTube, and if you want to take your time and pause it to get around the new 10-minute ELDAAG limit. So normally, study abroad, you have available resources, and so yes, my past contact with the area was helpful. The pre-departure materials were helpful. Local university contacts are normally there during a regular study abroad. Year-round contacts with local media, and then the trip itself. It's a 16-day, 2-day travel, 2 weekends off, 10-day with 8 to 12-hour work days. And then, depending on the circumstances, I have time before or after the study abroad to work on it as well. Well, the people that I normally rely on were offline. Pre-departure materials, as pointed out, became a larger role. I had 6 years of materials in previous years, and then I ended up relying on a variety of Dutch atlases. The general Dutch atlas, the atlas of water management, the atlas of Dutch urbanization for the last 1,000 years, atlas of European values, atlas of the overall history of the Netherlands, and then also this atlas, which was a atlas that accompanied a very popular Dutch PBS series. It aired in 11/12 and 13/14 of this decade, and there were a total of 20 episodes between 25 and 30 minutes, and this atlas became kind of a dedicated instructional tool to accompany this series. And they are available, and luckily they are now subtitled, I think in French, in German, and in English. So that made it a whole lot easier to jumpstart this process. So these 20 episodes were fully integrated with Google Earth, voice, text, face annotated, spliced with other videos to give the student as much as possible a underground local experience. So local university contacts, not possible last year. These materials were. The extra days before and after, again, not possible last year because of travel restrictions. But what is interesting is that, I used the second half of summer 2, so a regular semester has 2,250 minutes. And when you squeeze that into 6 weeks, that gives you 375 contact minutes. And I was able to basically, come up with 38 hours of very dedicated, integrated video materials. And if you divide that then back to 10 days, that gives you, 4 hours a day of material plus preparation, plus maybe rewind. So, you're 5, 6, 7 hours for each day, which gets close to the regular study abroad from a topic content point of view. So From a pedagogical point of view, having taught online for quite a while now, I ended up producing 36 videos between 16 and 134 minutes in length, but they were all limited to 35 minutes or less, but for a total of 38 hours. Again, the objective was to take students to as many local and underground unique experiences as possible. In the process, the geographic content of this course was actually wider because of the documentary nature of the course than in the real study abroad. And the actual geographic coverage was better as well because, you know, there was no travel time. So we could literally go to many aspects or deal with many aspects and go to many areas in the country. And, you know, the return on investment, well, maybe next summer, I hope not, but also as a precursor to the actual study abroad. So here we have the actual layout of the course by topic and by minutes and by lecture. And again, the focus is on Dutch society, urbanization, water management, agriculture, and sustainability. So the next remaining time, I will basically go through and give you a sample of how that product came about. And so let's not waste any more time. And you'll be looking at examples of this, you know, snapshots of this material. So, all right.
We hebben onze bodem optimaal benut. Alles van waarde eruit gehaald en alles zonder waarde erin gestopt. Het heeft ons landschap voorgoed vervormd.
A segment of the Dutch physical geography and geomorphology and associated land use.
Een dalende bodem in Groningen. Het is een prijs die we moeten betalen voor verkregen.
Because we, as you saw, we have no stoplights, right? If we were along the car path, then we're going to have to hit the same stoplights that the cars hit.
Ja.
But along here, I mean, no, right? We're not hitting any stoplights at all, except that one when we had to cross the Plusnet Auto, which is the major thoroughfare for cars. We're going to turn.
So let's interrupt this little bicycle trip and look at the grid of the city of Amsterdam. So where needed, I would freeze frame the video, and if I could get it done with a couple sentences as to what it is that I wanted you to be able to focus on, rather than breaking in with live video, I said, okay, here's a clip, and I would say, okay, this is a short paragraph. You need 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds to read it, and then the video will continue. Obviously, this kind of geospatial analysis would not necessarily happen during the real study abroad.
Niet alleen aan ons waterverbruik kunnen we ons gedrag aflezen.
So we're using real-time GIS analysis,
van ons dagelijks leven.
in this case cell phone
Waren we
use.
vroeg in de ochtend nog in diepe rust. Nu zien we letterlijk de
But then also, where appropriate, I might break up the documentary and insert my own video material. And I'm not going to explain this, but it's something unique in terms of managing infrastructure. This is not something you've ever seen before.
These are the sources that I use. Again, if you can pause this on YouTube, you can take a look at that. So thank you.